What's going on, everyone? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we have some recent news and rumors regarding Luke Skywalker in a potential future show. Let's get right into it. Before we get started, I'd really appreciate if you could drop a like on this video, as it really does help out the channel, and while you're down there, hit that subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed to stick around for future videos and content. Now into the video. Recent rumors have surfaced regarding Luke Skywalker and potentially starring in his own show. Take it all with a grain of salt. It does sound very exciting and very possible and would make a lot of sense, as he does start up his Jedi Order right around the time of The Mandalorian, Rangers of the New Republic, the Book of Boba Fett, and the Ahsoka show. So yes, of course, it would make plenty of sense for this to happen. But could it happen, and is it really possible for it to happen? Seeing that Mark Hamill is pretty old now and is not the same Luke Skywalker that we once knew in the original trilogy, he's a bit too old to kind of play this role, and for when it's taking place, I think he'd be a little too old to play this role. So who else could fulfill this role, and how else could it possibly be done? Well, here's the answer to that question. There's two possibilities that they very well could do. One is a little more expensive than the other, but one looks better than the other, and there's plenty of controversy to go around this and what other people would think about this if it were to happen. I've seen plenty of fan edits of people putting together Sebastian Stan, who actually plays the Winter Soldier in the MCU, as his show is actually coming up. I'm pretty excited for that show. But he does look pretty similar to Mark Hamill, as he once did when he was a younger Luke Skywalker. And what's the other way that they could very well pull off this sort of trick for this type of show? Well, it would be to CGI him like they did in the end of the Mandalorian Season 2 finale. Did it look that bad? I really don't think it looked that bad, and I think they could really pull off a show for this. Would it be more expensive? Probably so, though. Not to mention, it'd be far more expensive. So, in my own personal viewpoint, I think having Sebastian Stan play a young Luke Skywalker in his very own show, where he starts up the new Jedi Order that we see during kind of the sequel trilogy and how it fell and all that, I think would definitely work, and I think probably would be the better option if this were to happen. It's just a rumor and nothing's actually confirmed. So take it all very lightly and just with a grain of salt. Now, taking a look at the actual chances and possibilities of this show actually happening, well, I think it's pretty slim, honestly, in my own personal viewpoint and where I am at. I don't really think this show is very possible to actually happen in the near future with this next few shows that we have lined up for the future of Star Wars and what we're really getting in the next coming years. However, with the Disney's Investors Day during 2020, there were multiple shows announced that we know and movies that were announced, but however, people noticed that there were two shows actually missing, or content or projects or movies, whatever you want to call them, that was actually missing from the billboard, as we were actually supposed to get 20 for each MCU and Star Wars. They only announced 18 for Star Wars, and I think they announced a full 20 for MCU. I'm not completely sure on that. So with that, it's probably really top secret if it were to happen, and it still has room to actually happen, as there's two empty slots there that we don't know what's actually going there. Aside from a Luke Skywalker show taking one of those two possible slots, I think those are honestly probably two future movies following up from the Rogue Squadron movie that we're supposed to get in Christmas 2023. However, I don't want to cut your complete hopes and chances of this actually happening, so taking a look at what The Mandalorian, however, did with two characters being Ahsoka and Boba Fett, it kind of played off and gave them both their own separate shows, while also introducing the two back into the kind of live-action whole spectrum of Star Wars as they were previous characters in the Star Wars universe. All I'm going to say on that is same thing with Luke Skywalker, very possibly. It's probably a really slim, low chance, however. Kind of seeing what they did with Boba Fett, let's take him for instance, and for example, they brought him into the Mandalorian show, kind of played around with him, gave him a little bit more of a character, and then sent him on his way by giving him his own show. The same thing could very well happen with Luke Skywalker. However, he's already an established character at this point, of course, for many reasons of the original trilogy and the original movies. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. I do love to read and see what you guys all think about this in the comments down below. I'd love to respond to you guys and see what you guys all have to say. While you're down there, give a big thumbs up on this video, as it really does help the channel if you did enjoy the video, and hit that subscribe button to stick around for future videos and content. Check out our Instagram, Unofficial Star Wars, link in the description for more news, memes, facts, and all types of content you can find on our Instagram, and of course, may the Force be with you. Peace out.